Although you may not encounter mountain conditions very often, it's important to understand how to safely negotiate mountain grades, particularly when descending a long grade. When climbing a grade, you'll want to move to the right lane to avoid obstructing traffic. In some areas, a lane has been added for use by slow-moving trucks. Don't wait until your speed drops to make the lane change. You'll want to use your four-way flashers to warn other motorists of your decreased speed. Also, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the engine's temperature gauge. Although it's normal for the temperature to increase, you don't want it to go into the red range, which could cause engine damage. Each mountain pass is different. In some situations, you start back down as soon as you reach the top. In other cases, you may drive several miles before starting back down again. The important consideration is that you must be prepared to counteract the force of gravity trying to increase the truck's speed on a descending grade. Mountain grades can extend for miles and require special techniques. The objective is to avoid overheating the brakes to the extent that they fade and become ineffective. In this situation, you would be unable to control the speed. Many mountain grades have runaway truck ramps. These are designed to slow and stop a truck that has lost its braking ability. If you begin experiencing problems or see smoke coming from the brakes, don't hesitate to take the emergency truck ramp. The situation will not improve as you continue to drive, and you may find that there's not another emergency ramp. Begin your preparations by determining what speed you'll use to descend the grade. If the speed is marked, do not exceed that speed. And as previously discussed, that speed might be only for non-commercial vehicles. Also, take into consideration whether the truck is empty or loaded, as well as the length and steepness of the grade. For a heavily loaded truck on a long grade, it is advisable to travel slower than the posted speed limit. If your vehicle is equipped with a manual transmission, shift to a lower gear before starting down the grade. Do not try to downshift after your speed is already built up. You will not be able to shift into a lower gear, and you may not even be able to get back into any gear, and all engine braking effect will be lost. Forcing an automatic transmission into a lower gear at high speed could damage the transmission and also lead to loss of all engine braking effect.